All right, lads, I haven't done one of these in a while, but we are going to play a 15+10 game on Lichess today. And it looks like we've got the black pieces. So I'm just going to turn the board around, and our opponent has played this move. And we are going to play a Dutch defense. Now we have 15 minutes, so I'm going to try to really take my time in this. He's playing a C4, so typical opening. This is how most people play against the Dutch. I'm going to play E6 and play the modern way where we bring the bishop out to this square. And as I say that, he prevents my bishop coming out here. So instead, I'm just going to simply put my bishop on E7 and play this very slowly. Lads, just real quick, sorry for interrupting the chess game, but if you do want to learn how to play the Dutch, you can with this app, Noctie AI. Just download it, do the rating test on your phone, but I'll just show you super fast. When you go to the app here, I just click on home, I'm going to click play chess, and I can select any opening that I want. And if you see here, I type in the Dutch, I can play D4, F5, I can play this as black if I want, I can play the bird opening Dutch variation, I can play the English opening, Anglo-Dutch defense is C4, F5, kind of similar to what we're playing today. And if I scroll down here, all the way to the Dutch defense, classical variation, this is the variation that we played in our game today. I'm going to click Let's Play, and I don't know what piece to move. It tells me what piece to move and where to move it. I don't know what piece to move. It tells me which one, and I can learn this opening in a very simple way. Now that we're out of the opening, I've gotten the same starting setup that I just played against in our over-the-board game. And I will continue here. It'll tell me if it's a green move, that it was in fact a good move. And if a move is really, really terrible, it'll mark it in red and tell me it's a blunder. So often you can click the take back button, and if you don't know what move to play and you think this might be wrong, you can click show ideas. And here it's telling me I have a move here with this arrow, and it's telling me I have a move here with this arrow. There's two good moves in the position. This is the modern variation. I often like to play this one. And then you can continue. Maybe castling is a good option, or playing B6. Both are decent. Let's see what the engine tells us. Okay, it's even telling us that this one is good. And actually, what am I saying? B6. This just blunders the rook because he's already put his bishop onto G2. So you do have to be aware of these move orders. I would probably not take this knight. I would instead castle here and take this once he kicks me. Do get Noctie AI, lads. It's a good app that you can train your chess with, and you can learn these openings that you see in YouTube videos, but you never get the chance to play in actuality. So this allows you to just play those games and get better at them. Use my coupon code in the description of the video to get yourself a big discount, and let's jump back into the game. Now, I need to be thinking a lot here. I'm going to try to consider what I'm doing a lot. I don't know where his bishop is going, but it's almost like a London. He's just developed the London a wee bit slower. He's also got the pawn up here. He's not got the triangle London. So I'm kind of expecting him to play G3. And if he does play G3, I think this move is gonna throw him off. He plays H3 instead, which makes me very happy. So, how many defenders do I have of D5? 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He's got 2 attackers. So we're gonna move in here and play D5. That H3 move is a hook. Okay, and he's not wanting to exchange any pieces in the middle, which I'm happy enough to see. And now I'm going to play my knight into the center. This is a Richard Rapport Dutch. And we don't know what he's doing with his bishop yet. But we'll probably know soon enough here. I'm probably going to short castle. He's taken my knight. And I know typically you want to take D takes E4. But if I castle, I do have a rook on the F file. seems pretty good. I also may be able to cut through his center and win the pawn here. So he's jumped into the middle. Let's challenge him. And I am moving quite quickly, but my opponent is moving quicker, so I don't feel too bad. And I do have a lot of time to be able to calculate through a lot of these ideas. So if this game does go to late game, I'm going to be feeling totally fine. All right, he's captured with his knight. I'm going to start maneuvering my bishop around. This bishop typically snakes the whole way. And now I was thinking, if I play the move e5 and he takes, we win this pawn. However, now he's not going to take. I'll take, he'll take. And he'll just have a pawn on d4 protecting c5. And that'll be just what it is. Do I want to long castle or short castle? Honestly, short castle looks safer. And I think we have a hook. So I'm going to short castle. I don't think I need to consider that move too much. And lads, if you do want to get a Chessnut board, they are about 20% off right now because of Chessnut's 5-year anniversary, which is pretty cool. So if you do want to get one, I mean, now is the time. You get that with my discount code Blunderman. Bishop h4, putting the bishop here, targeting this pawn twice. He can't move the pawn because we take. So maybe he plays g3. We take, he takes. Queen f6. His rook comes to f1. So it's not working yet. Maybe instead we need to play e5. If we play e5 and he takes, we're going to win this pawn and eventually that pawn. So e5 he's not going to take. If we play e5, I think we can sacrifice a bishop. Maybe we can take on h3. He's probably going to castle. e5 castle. Bishop takes h3. It seems good. But maybe it's better if we play this really slowly and put the queen on e8. Queen e8, bishop h5. g6. Queen f7. He castles. We take on f7. His rook takes us, so we can't take. It's not working. Bishop h5. I think g3 is the obvious move. Take, take. Queen g5. Targeting the pawn. Maybe rook g1. Then we play e5, targeting the h pawn. And he just pushes it, hitting our queen. There's no obvious move here. I'm not seeing any obvious move, and I want to just take a step back and have a think here, but I'm not seeing anything. Maybe we play b6. Take, queen takes? I don't think so. I think my bishop on d7 is very weak, and that's a big issue. So maybe we continue snaking it, play it to e8. And if he plays his bishop, we take, his queen comes in. I'm not so in control. The most active move is bishop h4, g3. And maybe g3 just creates some threats. Then we pull back, he plays h4. We pull back. So he's just got pawns on the dark square with a bishop here. I'm stuck, lads. I'm actually stuck. And maybe a slow rook left. Rook f6, queen f8. That might be the way. Let's do that. That seems simple. So queen f8, queen f7, rook f8, and we have the cheeseburger. Rook, which is a patty. The cheese, which is the queen. And another rook, which is the patty. Other people call it Alekhine's gun, but I call it the cheeseburger attack. So we'll hit him with the cheeseburger attack and see what we can do. I spent so long on that move, and that's what you do in over the board chess. You spend forever thinking. You're trying to come up with a decent move. Now I would spend probably a bit longer in an over the board game, but yeah, I don't even know if I like the move I've gone for. But he has castled. He's committed his king. Now I start to see some tactics. Forget about the cheeseburger attack. Maybe we just line up the rooks. Or we do go for the cheeseburger. Queen f8, maybe queen over, queen up. I don't even know what he does. Or maybe we just play the rook over. He attacks us. Yeah, let's play queen f8. Let's go with our plan. And this bishop's never a problem because we can play g6. We're not planning to come to the g file. Not yet, at least. I think this looks pretty good. And I'm going to start twiddling my queen with my right hand, which is something I do when I feel confident at the chessboard. I start to twiddle my piece, and I look at my opponent in the eye, and I just give him that "you don't have a clue what you're doing, matey" kind of look, and that's very fun. Okay. We're getting the cheeseburger. So queen comes to defend. That's fine. The cheeseburger is here. And maybe what we need to be considering now is routing this bishop to a more powerful square, maybe back here and putting it on c7. Okay, he is defending this pawn with 3 pieces. And now I got to come up with some kind of plan. The plan I was thinking, it was kind of interesting here. That plan is to sacrifice my bishop on h2, drawing the king off of the defense of the pawn. Don't think it works, but we are going to maneuver this bishop around and put it on c7. And also with that move, we allow our queen to defend our bishop on d7. So maybe there's an e5 push at some point. I'm not sure if there is, but there might be. I was just looking at this diagonal, but I don't think that we can't really get the bishop here because the queen just takes it. Okay. So hear me out, lads. Bishop c7. We check the king. He has to take, because if he goes here, then we just get this for free. So we check the king. He takes. Rook takes, queen takes, rook takes. And we're hitting this pawn. The king is here defending it. We're also hitting this bishop, so probably the bishop moves. Hear me out. That gets me -2 points. Not fantastic. Oh, lads. I just had a good idea. And I didn't see this. I did not see this. G6, H5. Traps his bishop. Gotta try it. Gotta get creative. We sometimes have to get creative. And lads, I'm the one attacking here. I'm the one attacking. He was so focused on defending f2 that he forgot to defend his beautiful bishop. And sometimes in chess, you got to just come up with a different plan. You know, you gotta come up with another idea. But I also realized that in my over the board recap, my last one, I really royally screwed my position because I changed plans halfway through. Now his queen can't take because I'm defending. But now, look at it. Look at the position. It's beautiful now. I think everything is opening up for us. So maybe the first move we need to do is king h8 so that we can sling our rook over to g8. And what is this slow crap? Doesn't do anything for him, does it? Even if he pushes, we just wait. We don't even have to worry about it. And now coming here with the rook, he can take here. No, we check and we win his queen. Okay, this might be a wee bit faster then. Let's do this. Simple discovered attack tactic. There's going to be some sacrifice here. And we have 6.5 minutes to think through it. So we are fine. We are totally fine. We spent our time in an earlier part of the game trying to figure out our plan. And now we've figured it out. Okay, take the pawn. King takes. We don't have a check. Move the queen over. Probably rook over. King h8. Don't know. Is it easy for him to get 3 defenders on this? I think so. Just rook and then queen there. Maybe e5. Take the pawn. He takes. Not seeing it yet. If my king moves, he takes the pawn with check. Right now, he's threatening to take the pawn with check. I'm sorry, no, he's just threatening to take the pawn. So I have to be careful about that. If I go e5, he can just take the pawn. So maybe we move the rook up. Think so. We've only got 4.5 minutes. We need to keep this attack going. And I need to remember, I am up a minor piece. So at the end of the day, I don't need to sacrifice. I do not need to sacrifice. But sacrificing is always more exciting. So we'll maybe go for something. I don't know. Don't know yet. But regardless, lads, like, I mean, even if I lose this game, I hope you're enjoying it. Like, 1600s can play well. This guy's not even 6, he's a 1555. I'm 1598 on Lichess, which is not very good. But I'm being truthful. My over-the-board skills are not so good. And my my blitz is terrible. Okay, so we got 2 attackers on g2. Is he going to defend g2? Probably. But we'll see. Whoa. That's a crazy move. So he defends. Do we take en passant? If we do, he takes with queen. We take with rook. So if we do, he probably takes with rook. We take with rook. He takes with queen. Because he doesn't want to move the g-pawn. So, wait. We take en passant. Rook takes, queen takes. I think I'm pretty happy, honestly. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna twiddle my queen here in my right hand. And I was thinking I have this move with my rook. I think it looks good. He has to defend the pawn on g2. And then we're gonna push e5. We're gonna sack our bishop if he takes. We're gonna checkmate him on g1. I can already see it. I can already see it. I mean, I can't see it yet, but I can nearly see it. Take the pawn, he takes. Bishop takes, there's nothing. Okay, we're gonna have to slow down a wee bit here. If his queen moves off the defensive g1, we are sacking the bishop. Let's keep the position locked. And now bishop is coming to g3. Bishop takes, rook takes. And then we take on e3. And we have 3 minutes. And these bishops are doing a powerful job, lads. I mean, this is just an exciting Dutch attack. It's very slow. We're slowly improving our pieces. This is the kind of chess I really love to play. It's just I'm often too aggressive when I play the Dutch, and I need to just go with a slow cheeseburger. You know, you get the cheeseburger going real slow, and they just, you know, look at this. This is all they can do. So let's go here. It's like you eat a cheeseburger and you just melt into obesity. Not enjoyable. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Also, I just realized I made a mistake. Because he can check here, can't he? But the queen blocks. No, we didn't make a mistake. Okay. I was like, there's no way that works. So check the queen blocks and holds the bishop. We can even block with bishop. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Does it? It probably does, actually. Let's try to keep the bishop active. No, let's just pull back here. Because it threatens to take his queen. And now we're threatening e3. So he does try to defend his queen. I think we just take e3 here. e3, does he have a way to check me and win something? I don't think he does. Okay. If he takes this pawn, I mean, I am very happy. I think, yeah, this is greedy of him, I think. Okay, check with the rook. No. But bishop takes. Pawn takes. Rook takes check. King up. Nothing yet. Just go here. He takes this pawn and he's got 1, 2, 3 to promote. We have a queen behind our pawn and his king is extremely exposed. He's also got to move his queen out of the way. I think I'm fine. Is it a waste of time taking the pawn? Probably. Take, take. King here. Still no good check, so let's just push the pawn. I think we're fine. He takes my pawn, I take his rook, he takes my bishop. I'm definitely checkmating him. Still got a minute and 51. I do not need to rush. He also can pull his queen up here and defend his rook, which is interesting. Which is exactly what he does. So I'm going to also use my queen. And currently we have a check threat on f1, winning his rook. And he doesn't have a check here. He does have a check here. But I believe I can just hide the king. I don't even need to worry about the bishop. Well, we have to take. We don't have a check. There's no other real decision here. I think we just defend. Don't think this check does anything. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Don't know though. We are just up a bishop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, we're not. We're up 1 point of material. Never mind. Hold up. Yeah, he's got 2 extra pawns. So this is still a close game. I could lose, and if I do, lads, I'm sorry. But I do believe I've been winning the whole game. You know how I am with the clock. I just fall apart usually with the clock. But he does go for the check. And I should have been prepared. But he doesn't have a check if I go here. And if I can trade queens, like if he checks here, I just take and get a new queen, which is very nice. So I shouldn't be losing this. He has to defend that square. And how does he defend it? He's got to come here or here. Or here. He's got to come to one of these three squares. And if he does go to one of those three squares, I think bishop f5 sort of destroys him. Oh, he goes to that one. Okay. Well, now we just we get the queen with check. Or I mean, we can get the queen. It'll be we just check and get the queen. Is that what we go for? Yeah. Did not see the clock. I gotta keep moving. And this is the beautiful thing about the Chessnut Pro. You can have two queens, which is not something I have had much chance to do. And here you might think he has unlimited checks, but I have two queens, so at some point I'm going to be able to block. And I'm threatening queen f4 mate. No, not quite mate. Okay, let's just come back here. So he has to check here on e5. He has this. Maybe we just go here, checks here. Got this check. We have to go here. He goes back. I'm thinking maybe I just make my king run around this way, which is a bit wild. So he's going to check here. If we come back here, he checks back here again. King here, checks here. King here, checks here. It's kind of annoying. I think I'm going to start running. I think I have to start running. So if I block and he comes here, yeah, so king here, checks here, king here, he checks here, king here. He takes the queen. This is such a headache. I just saw my time, 26 seconds. Holy moly. I feel like he can keep checking me forever. Oh, he can't there. He checks here. There it is. Finally. We've stopped his checks. That was ridiculous. I don't even have a good check on him. I'm sorry, lads. Again, a cheeseburger is a long and slow death. Oh, I nearly did that. If I was playing over the board, I would have just killed myself. Alright, it's a checkmate in 1. I literally picked that piece up. If that was an over the board game, I would have lost. I mean, maybe not lost, but oh, what a fight. Lads, hope you enjoyed that. Let's just check in the analysis and see how bad that was. It looks like we played with an 87 and they played with an 83. So let's just flick through the moves real quick. And I'm just going to turn the engine on. And the darker arrow, the blue one, is going to be the best move in the position. So far, this is fine. And this is the eval bar here on the right side. So you can sort of see in this position he took, which was a mistake. And we took the correct way. We brought the knight in. We have a slight advantage here. We castled, which was a good move. And here, this was the moment where we just spent about 6 years trying to calculate. And we ended up playing rook f6, this move here. But the best move was actually this. And why was this bad? I thought about this. And I suppose we just pull back. And I thought, yeah, what if he does this? I didn't think about pulling back the whole way. I thought about coming back to here, and then here. I thought it just looked kind of weird. But apparently it's decent. I don't know. It's a slow fight there. But we went with rook f6, which was still a good move. And here it wants e5. And I went for the cheeseburger. So again, the cheeseburger is not good. If he takes here, we go here. It's giving the pawn. And I didn't like this whole thing here, but I guess this is fine. Bit wild, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I don't think I would have wanted to play this line. It looks a bit crazy. So instead he castled. I went for the cheeseburger and we start improving our pieces slowly. And the best move here is g6, getting ready for the idea that we eventually hit him with, but we don't find it. We play bishop d8, which means he has time to sort of escape, but he doesn't. And again, he's still got time to play f4. Finally, we play g6. He goes there and we trap his bishop. And now we are, we're okay. And it still wants e5. And I did not see this move. This is a checkmate in 3. Wow, that would have made my whole life a lot simpler. Check. Bishop blocks. Check. Queen blocks. Checkmate. Because our bishop is looking at that square. Didn't see it. And my over the board vision is not so good. This was a blunder. And only because it was a checkmate in 3. And finally we play this move. And it doesn't really like what we did. It rather we play h6 or a6 and play the game very slowly. Just locking stuff down, which makes a lot of sense. The bishops here, honestly, were so powerful because they both held all the squares and the queen never had a check here. But once I threw this bishop in here, then the queen could come in. So I think that's where we started to lose it. But like, what if we had just gone here and then the king comes over? It likes this move going after the pawn. And then we take here. Beautiful stuff. That would have been really nice to find. But we went with the bishop move. We're still winning. And it doesn't like this move at all. It really wants us to get active because we can look at this square. Or actually it stops the queen coming back to defend. Yeah. Because here the queen could come back. But if we were on this square and he trades, the queen can't come back here. It has to come back to here. And then we just can simply go here. And then take. And we are chilling. But that's okay. We still managed to get a win. Although we did scare ourselves. Finally, we were able to figure something out here. And I picked up this just to move it. And if I had gone here, he would be completely winning, which is disgusting. Which is why in over-the-board chess, do not pick up your pieces, because that is a very scary thing to do. Lads, thanks so much for watching. If you do want to get any Chessnut gear, use the code BLUNDERMAN in your checkout and you'll receive a big discount. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.